Welcome to Minutes with Linus, brought to you by Wellness Woman 40 and Beyond. Embark on this journey with me, Linus Woods Mullins, your certified holistic living and wellness expert for women over 40, as we explore tips for an ever-growing mind, body, and spirit in just a few minutes. Hey, everybody. Happy Saturday. This is Self-Care Saturday in the Wellness Woman group, and you're listening to a Linus Minute. And I'm telling you already, it's going to be more than a minute, okay? It's going to be more like about 10 minutes, but I really wanted to take some time to tell you about this product I've been using. You know, I don't do this very often, and I wanted to do it like 2 months ago, but I've been so busy with, you know, the new book that is coming out, the Power Up Superwoman book, and I'll be posting about that later on today. The new magazine that just came out, I'll be posting about that later on today, and also the tour that we're working on. We just got through going to Sacramento. Now we're going to be going to Birmingham, Dallas. I'll be posting about that today. And the new podcast series. I have a whole new podcast series, The Spice of Life for the Wellness Journey. That just started last week, so I'll be posting about that today. But right now, I wanted to talk about CBD oil. I love it. I have been using it, especially the last couple of weeks, because it has helped me a lot with my fatigue, and also helping me a lot with brain fog. I am so much more alert since I've been using it. And I asked my friend, Fran Osorio, who works with me from CTFO that distributes this wonderful oil, to kind of give you an overview, because I'm still learning and she's the expert at it. She is wonderful. She's been so patient with me as I got my feet wet with this whole product line, but I'm very excited about it because, as I will tell you a little bit later on, while we're talking, this is going to put some extra dimes in my pocket too. And you may want to join me. For all of you ladies who are getting ready to retire or planning your retirement, this is a great way to put some extra dimes, dollars, and more in your pocket. And it is a product that is holistic. And I know you've heard all about CBD oil, so let's just kind of dispel a couple of myths, Fran, about CBD oil. This kind of CBD oil, where does it come from? And a lot of people are asking, will you get high using this?
Yes. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's one of the biggest things. First of all, thank you, Linus. It's good to be here. And boy, what a testimonial to CBD oil. If you now have all this energy and this mental clarity, if we could be like you, what a gift. Okay. Amazing. I mean, amazing. So, but I do get some, those benefits too. Some more that we'll talk about, but I love it. But what a perfect testimonial you are. So yeah, people ask about if you get high from it, and there is no THC in our products. If any, there's a 0.03% in some of our full spectrum products, which don't show up for the most part. But we also have no what we call isolate, and it is for absolutely zero.
Okay.
THC. So no, you don't get high off of it. Plus, we have it in products that you're not ingesting. So, because CBD is more than just an ingestible product for your health and well-being.
Okay, great. And now, first of all, why does CBD oil work, but what are some of the benefits of using CBD oil or using products with CBD oil?
Right. So I just want to make sure I give this disclaimer, is that I am not a doctor. I'm not allowed to say that CBD oil does anything. Okay. But that people have shared that they have used CBD oil in so many areas of their life, and there are testimonials all over. If anybody, this is what I would say. If you have an issue, put in your issue and CBD oil in the browser and search for it, and you'll see how many things it helps. So I'm going to give you a few things, but just if you want a backup to what I'm saying, there are people, especially, I know you have a lot of ladies that are going through menopause. Mm-hmm. And so there are many people who are using it for mood swings, sleeplessness, body aches, mental clarity. So it helps with the brain fog. So they're using it for that. When I first got into it, I heard more about anxiety, depression, PTSD. And for me, that's my personal testimonial. Wiped out those things in the first 2 days of using it. Blew my mind, because I wasn't even thinking. I was just trying a product because I got in it for a business opportunity. I turned out being one of their biggest fans because it changed my life. Just changed my life.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. For me, just the other day, and this is something I don't normally do, but when I say that my list has been overflowing the last couple of weeks, all the way down to even teaching a master class in dance last night, which is something I don't normally do, but I was filling in for someone else. So I was feeling pretty good. Even though I was tired, I was the adrenaline of, getting back into the dance classroom and working with other dancers and things like that. And so I decided to not just teach the master class, but actually do some of the moves. It's like, oh, this is feeling good, doing all that stuff. By the time I got home, I was basically crawling out of the car. Everything is locked up. I was just all locked up. So I'm like, oh my God. So I used the CBD oil, and before I went to bed, I was unlocked. And I don't know about you, but when if my body is sore and painful, it's a little bit difficult to go to sleep when you're in pain, right?
Yes, it is.
And my weak point is a hamstring that I pulled years ago when I was in high school as a gymnast. It still bothers me just a little bit, especially when I'm kicking and things like that. So I put some on that because that was bothering me. My left knee, put some on that was bothering me. My my joint right here was bothering me. Yeah. And my neck right here was bothering me. And I would say within 30 to 40 minutes, that little twitchiness that I was feeling was almost gone. When I got up this morning, it was completely gone. I was really expecting to wake up this morning, being locked up. So I did put some on anyway, proactively, because I was feeling a little weary, I guess, because I'm not used to dancing like that for 3 hours. It's crazy. So I feel like a little weary. But all of a sudden, I felt energized. And for me, I took the CBD oil and just put it in my hands. I just did that. And breathe it in. It's like, wow, it's can't explain how great it is. What are some of the other uses that people use CBD oil for?
Well, I wanted to speak to what you were saying about pain. I still have the finger, but I had this pain in this finger, and I found, I didn't know what it was, but it was like arthritic, as somebody told me, because I couldn't bend my finger. I could not bend it. You know how you use a paring knife and you try to peel an apple? I couldn't get my finger to go around the knife to peel an apple. And I thought, I knew it was going to go away eventually, but I didn't know how. I started putting CBD oil on it, and within days it was good, and I haven't had a problem since. Now, there are some parts of my body that I started taking CBD oil for that didn't go away on the first day. But about a month later, I thought, oh my gosh, my shoulder doesn't hurt anymore. My knee does. Things that were always bothering me, they simply went away. So what they say is that CBD oil creates the absence of things. So all of a sudden, you'll notice that things are gone. Oh my gosh, I remember when I had that thing on my face, or I remember that, whatever it is, because it's dealing with your endocannabinoid system, which is what we have naturally, and it's nourishing this part of our system, and it starts healing from the inside out. And so whatever your body needs, it starts getting better. But to be more specific to your question, there are people out there who are using it for seizures. They're using it for dementia. They're using it for any kind of memory, to help them with memory. They're using it pre-surgery, post-surgery, cancer. I can't tell you any testimonials. You'd have to find them yourself. But people are using it for all sorts of treatment. We have oils, creams, gummies, vapes, plus capsules. So we have it in several forms for people because people are using it for everything. So it depends. But sleeplessness, that's a big thing.
And that's why I love it, because of the many uses that I'm still discovering. You mentioned something right before we got on about adding CBD oil to your coconut oil. Now, I use coconut oil to clean my face. I either use coconut oil or olive oil. I don't use any other soaps. That's just me personally. As I got older, what happened to me was when I was living in Dallas for a couple of months, sorry, Dallas people, if I'm offending you, but there's something in the water that didn't agree with me, with my skin. It just dried it out. I really did. I was starting to look my age. That cannot happen. So I started experimenting to figure out what could I do in lieu of using the water. And so I started using olive oil because I read about it online, or coconut oil. And that really worked for me. So now you told me about the CBD oil. Why do you add it? What does it do for you?
Well, I use it as a moisturizer because I'm not one who buys all those beauty things. I'm not I'm not a beauty queen. So but I do want to have, I want to feel good.
Your skin is beautiful.
Thank you. So I just take my regular coconut oil, which I was using, and I used to use frankincense oil, which I still do occasionally. But I put it one drop onto my finger, and then I rub it under my eyes. Well, go with the coconut oil; it spreads well. I'll go all the way down my neck, and what I'm concerned about is to make sure that I cover the wrinkles, and I used to smoke 25 years ago, so I just got that. So I feel like I am doing something good. It really feels good on my face. I feel like it's making a difference.
I'm going to try that next time because I like to use the coconut oil with a little bit of lavender, because lavender helps with repairing any kind of skin damage you might
Oh
have.
yeah, I use lavender for that.
Blemishes, things like that. And I'm going to add the CBD oil, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. Another great use for CBD oil. Now, I know that there's a spray. Well, I haven't used it yet, that they use. It's supposed to help with sleep.
We actually have a series of sprays, and one of them is even for your pet. We do have pet products because if you have a pet with anxiety, separation anxiety, age-related soreness, we have a whole series of pet products. And I know I keep going off when you tell me something, but I don't want to forget everything. I want everybody to know. So we have these sprays, and then you can buy them individually, or you can buy them in a package and save money. And one is a sleep spray that I hear is off the charts. It's got melatonin in it, plus the CBD oil, and people will just take a few sprays before they go to bed, and they swear by it. I have to be honest with you, I don't need help sleeping, and I sleep like I'm dead now that I'm taking this, okay? Because I already slept well. So, but people swear by it. So I would definitely. Then we have one for energy. And
I'm
for
going
weight
to try
loss.
that spray too, because one thing about being a menopausal female, and I feel like I've been a menopausal female all my dang life. It started at around 51. And then it stopped at around 55, and then it came back. I'll never forget, because I think my bestest friend might be watching, but if she's not watching, Sherry, when I was on the way down to your daughter's wedding so many years ago, almost 10 years ago in Los Angeles, I must have had just a long hot flash the whole time I was, in the car during the wedding. Everything just wouldn't go away. And then miraculously the next day I didn't have any. And then for like 3 years, it was like I had a whole hot flash day to take care of 3 years. I didn't have any for 3 years. And then one day that sucker came back. That came back. And I have to tell you that since I've been using the CBD oil, I can't remember the last time I had even a little bit of burning sensation, because that's what it was for me. Burning is like, I'm getting ready to burn up kind of sensation, and then sure enough, and I haven't had it. It's been about a month that I have not had anything like that. So it's helping me to sleep a little bit better, because sometimes I'd wake up in the middle of the night with the hot flash and kicking off the covers and all this stuff, all this drama. I haven't had that. So I am getting a better sleep, which also is helping me to feel better. Someone said, hello. I can't tell who you are, but hello. Hello. You can see there. So, I really am excited about how it could change the lives of some of my women here in the wellness group. The wellness women have been telling me some of their health issues. Some of it was, the dryness of their skin, hot flashes, sleeplessness,
weight gain. We have weight loss products.
Weight gain, fatigue is another thing that they have talked about.
Mood. It helps you stabilize your mood.
Yes. Most of my followers know that I suffered from anxiety for many, many years. Yeah. And I learned how to manage that over time. And with all kinds of different holistic things. Since I've been using the CBD oil, it would make sense that maybe I might feel a little tinge of anxiety because I started my speakers tour. And when my speakers tour started, it started the same week that my book was due to start promoting, and my new magazine and my new show. At the time, when I was planning everything out, I didn't realize it was all going to come down at once. Yeah. And so normally you'd be a little nervous, a little anxious about it or something like that. But I didn't feel any of that. And I have to attribute it to the fact that it has something to do with the CBD oil that I added to my regime. Yeah. That's my testimonial. And I
want to
really
say to that because, some people might not see a difference if we have several different strengths of CBD oil. And it sounds like you found the right fit. So you're sort of going to self-regulate yourself when you get CBD oil. Yes. We have from 300 milligrams to 10x pure 1500, which is like taking 15,000 milligrams because it's highly absorbable. It's 1500 milligrams though. So when you find your right dosage, and all our products have a 60-day unconditional open bottle guarantee, no questions asked. So if you buy the wrong one and you want to buy another one, there's no problem. But if you buy one, you can either increase the dosage or find the dosage that's right for you, because I found that I tried stepping back and I didn't get the same results. So you find your best dose. And so what you're saying is when I had my onset to menopause, I had terrible anxiety, almost like full day worth of panic attacks and depression that came up me. And I'm never depressed. And all of a sudden I knew depression at a level I never knew. And then after that was gone, there has been a residual for years, and it was bearable and livable, but it was always there. And it wiped out that background of depression. Did you ever wake up with despair and you go, oh God, no matter how good your life is, sometimes you'll just wake up and you'll feel, ugh, I feel so sad, so deeply sad. And so sometimes I just take that and it's like within an hour, I feel great. And it took away PTSD that I didn't know I had, newfound PTSD, and I was dealing with it. And all of a sudden it took that away as well. So
that would make sense to me, because my anxiety, I found out, came from PTSD. I had gone to therapists and, I've been doing all this stuff, but the causation was never really landed upon. We knew that part of it had to do with the fact that I was menopausal, but there was something else in my background that was very traumatic. And I had no idea that that was behind all of that. And of course, knowledge is power. Once you find out, what's going on and why you might have a certain thing, when you know better, you do better.
Yes.
And I have to tell you this, that there are 24 people who are trying to get into the group right now to see us. So hold on a second. I'm going to try to get them in here as quickly as I can.
Okay.
For those of you who are just tuning in or getting in, I want you to know that, you can listen to the replay. You don't have to listen live. And thank you so much for joining the group. Oh my gosh, Betty Gardner, thank you for inviting all these wonderful people into the group. This is wonderful. Uh-oh, there's a mail trying to slip in there. Sorry, Candy.
Maybe he has to buy gifts for people. We need to get him about the
Yeah, well, I'll send him the live.
You can be the token mail.
Yes, right. It's funny. We do have a token mail in here. It's so funny. To this day, I still can't figure it out. But the token mail is my dad. He got it some kind of way. But how I found out was he's making a comment, and I thought, oh, maybe he's on one of my pages. And I looked again, he's in the group, and I said, Dad, how'd you get in the group? And he said, I don't know. My dad's 87 years old, so I don't think people mind.
He didn't do it unintentionally.
Yeah, that's so funny. Who knows how he got in, but
hi, Dad.
Yeah, anyway, I thank you so much for coming on. I didn't want to take a lot of your time because I know you have all kinds of clients that you're talking to about this wonderful drug. But what I am going to, not drug, but oil, what I am going to do is post some links for you all. But there's one other thing I wanted to share with you. One of the reasons why I wanted to do the CBD oil, I already knew that it was good. My husband has been using it for years, but I've never really looked into it myself. But this is not just a product that's good for you in terms of your overall persona living, but it's also could be good for you financially. So I'm going to be posting a link about becoming an affiliate. And one of the reasons why I decided to do it was because it didn't cost me anything. And I didn't have to do any automatic ship. Also, though, the wonderful Fran Asaro has been so kind and patient with me, explaining, the process and explaining about the product and coming on and willing to talk to people about a product. So tell me a little bit about the affiliate program and how that works, Fran.
Okay, so that is the main reason I got started in the beginning, is because it was a free to join business. When you get set up with websites, several websites, like you'll have a website just for the sleep and one for the business opportunity and one for all the products. You get set up right away for free, and you don't have to purchase anything, or you could. And the pay period, what you get paid, depends on what level you decide to join at. But I did that because I'm a business coach. I help people start online businesses, laptop only businesses. And this was ideal for anybody who's retiring or wants to supplement their income. They want to travel and they don't want to be glued to any inventory or anything like that. So that's why I jumped on, because I had this offer. And I'll tell you, like 300 people jumped on within a few months, because people are flocking towards a hot item that's going to be $22 billion industry by 2022. It is an organically grown product in the United States, and people are asking for it. I tell people about that visual of all the fish jumping into a boat. The guy doesn't even put his fishing pole in, and the fish are jumping in. I wake up and people are asking me in my emails about CBD oil. They're looking for people that they know and like and trust to supply them.
Yes, and here's another thing. And this is totally something different. I have been talking to an angel investor because my company is really growing, and if I want to take advantage of that, I'm going to have some funds coming in. And this is what he told me. He said, "Linus, I love your business, and I think my angel investors will, do something." He said, "But if you happen to know of anybody who's in the CBD oil business."
Oh, so that happens all the time.
Yeah, that's what they're looking for. They're looking to invest in a CBD oil business. Of course, this business, one thing I like about this, it's already done. Their websites are wonderful. The promotional materials are great. Fran has a wonderful group that
I carry this around, so I get asked all the time.
I sell CBD. I love that. Yeah,
they knock me down in the store. Hey.
Yeah, really, because a lot of people just want more information. And I think one of the things that is important about CBD oil is an opportunity to educate people on a different way to be well and to get rid of some of the things that you hear in terms of it being a product, that is THC. Now, you can get CBD oil with THC, but that is not what this oil is that I'm distributing.
This is legal in all 50 states.
Right, it's legal in all 50 states. And in my state, California, the land of fruits and nuts, I say that because I live here. We have not distilleries or whatever they call those places where you can go and buy, all kinds of stuff that has the THC in it is perfectly legal. But this does not have the THC, which means that you can sell it in your own state where it's not legal, because the medicinal quality isn't necessarily in the THC. The medicinal quality is in the oil itself.
Yes,
that's the thing that's so important about it. And the other part is that I like the different forms it comes in. Some people don't like the feeling of oil. They just don't like it. They're just not an oil person. But so you can use the gummy bears if you like to ingest it. My understanding is, and I have not used it, but my understanding is it's just as good and powerful. And what are some of the other forms you can use the CBD oil?
So we have a spray, we have a cream, and we have the capsules.
The capsules. Now,
vapes. We have vapable oils. So if you don't want to put it under your tongue, which, by the way, if anybody's ever had CBD oil and they don't like it, ours have peppermint oil in them. So it does not have just an oily flavor. But some people don't like that flavor, so we put peppermint in it. It makes it nice.
Okay. Oh, well, that's nice. Well, now, can you diffuse CBD oil?
I don't think so. I have a diffuser because I'm an essential oil person, and I don't believe you can use it.
Okay.
But we are going to have certain things you can use it in, but it can't. I guess it would have to be a specific for that viscosity. Viscosity.
Okay.
Viscosity. Okay. The thickness.
Yeah, there you go. That word.
Yes. So I want to say something to this because you're so busy, and you're telling people that you're an affiliate for this, which is fabulous, and I'm so excited and privileged to have you as a partner. But I want to make sure that people know that I say a partner after this call for everybody who wants to be involved with you. So it's a partnership for all of us. So if anybody's there and has never had a business before, does not know where to start, needs to know how to market the products, who do you go to? That's what I'm here for. And I want to make sure that your people know that they can contact me directly. You can give them my phone number or my email address. And if they want this business, but they don't know what to do with it, let's have a call. If you're not going to sign up till let's have a call. We'll discuss if it's right for you. And I'm there. That's what I'm here for. That's what I bring to the table here.
One other question. I should know this, but I really don't know it. For someone that wants to purchase, if they don't join, do they pay a higher price? Or if they do join, do they pay a lower price?
We now have 3 levels. You can come in as somebody who does not want to sign up as part of the, they don't have their own account, and then you pay retail. Or you can sign up for an account, and then you get a discount, 24% discount.
Wow.
Or you can, is it 20%? Okay, now I think it's 20%. I just placed an order for essential oils, and that's 24%. But you get a huge discount. Yeah. And if you go on auto ship, you save another 5%. So yes, it's 24%. So you actually save every time if you want to get an auto ship, if you want to just sign up and get an account, and from buying the retail price, which is huge difference.
Right.
So for anybody who wants to buy a few bottles, keep it on hand. People always want it. You've got some on hand. You sell it for $20 more than you bought it because you bought it at wholesale. You can just sell it retail if you want to, right out of your pocket.
Okay. So to make sure I'm clear, then you can just go ahead and just buy it and not join. But if you join, you get a 20 to 24% discount
Yes.
off the top without signing up for auto ship.
Right. Right.
That's what I like about it.
Plus, you get another like I just go for auto ship and save another 5%.
That's right. Now you're into close to the 30% category. So that's fantastic. And I really don't know of any other organization that has it quite like that.
No,
I'm not a big MLM person, but I do like affiliate marketing. Most affiliate marketing means that you don't have to make initial investment, but they do have other levels if you want to make a higher investment. So CTFO, who is the distributor for CBD oil, has basically given you some options. You can buy retail, you can buy wholesale, and you can buy where you want to be on auto ship and maybe distribute to other people. Right. Either way it goes, you can't lose, because I think the product is affordably priced, and it lasts a long time depending on what you're using it for. And there's such an array of products that you can use for this. And for me, the thing that's most important to me is to make sure I'm doing everything I can to stay well in my mind, my body, and my spirit, because of the kind of work that I do. I can't be telling you all about getting well if I'm a hot mess, all jacked up. So CBD oil helps me from being jacked up. I'm just saying. I mean, there's other things that I do, but this is part of my wellness regime. And I just wanted to share with you why I loved it, and to give you an opportunity to, to test it out and find out why you love it, because you will love it. I mean, it's going to make a change, definitely.
I recommend people go to the site, Linus, because we have 70 products. And even if you're not ready, go look at, we have beauty products. We have eyelash and eyebrow serum that is like, the testimonials for that is unbelievable if you see the before and after pictures in just a few weeks. We have hair growth systems for people that if you see the before and after pictures, it's unbelievable how it's growing hair. So take a look at the site, see some, we have pain cream with emu oil. So people are buying that like it's jumping off the shelves. So take a look at the site. Just keep it in mind, because if there's birthdays coming up, there are people out there who would love this oil or this product. If you want to be in the business, there are people who would love to be in business with you. So take a look at it.
And here's something else too I'm thinking about. You mentioned hair loss. I have at least 2 or 3 dear friends just recently who've been experiencing hair loss, which is all about the hormonal piece. Yeah. That is really where that's coming from. I know too many other women and that I've coached that have that issue. This does help. She started using the oil about 4 months ago, and her hair loss didn't just come from the menopause. It also came from the weaves that she was wearing. So she got rid of all the weaves and everything, and started using the CBD oil, and it's beginning to grow back. And she just thought that she would just always have to be like that. That was just it. But you don't. You don't have to be like that.
I will tell you, when you lose your hair as a woman, I don't know what a man goes through. I know it's supposed to be bad for a man, but as a woman who loses hair, I think it's more acceptable for a man to be balding than a woman. And it's dramatic and traumatic. So
it's very traumatic. It's very traumatic because of, how society says we're supposed to be looking no matter what our age.
Yeah.
And, and I think that as you age, there's all kinds of things that you can do to retard the aging process, or just feel good in the body as you're aging. You don't have to suffer. Aging doesn't have to be a dreaded process. You know how I feel about that. I mean, to me, midlife does not mean no life.
I love it.
It doesn't mean just give up and just wait for the time to come. You stay active, you get involved, and you get the knowledge that you need to find out what you need to be doing so you can continue to feel well. And remember, knowledge is power. So thank you, Fran, for sharing some of your power.
One last thing, because we work with women over 40, I work with people who are mature adults too, and I help them do age-appropriate business and business with dignity. And if they're interested in this as a business opportunity, I help them so that they look like they chose to be in business because they're making a difference, not like they have to be in business. So if that is something that any of your audience is interested in, please keep that in mind, because that's what this is. It's a product that you can feel like you're out there making a difference while you're making a living. It's really
absolutely great. And I just posted a link on the group page. that will take you, so you can take a look at all the different products that they have. And all you have to do is, if you want to become a join it and get your discount, you can do that. If you want to learn more about the product, reach out to me. I'll be glad to talk with you and hook you up with Fran or whatever's necessary to get you more information. Right. But thank you. See, I told you guys I was going to be way over a minute. But
it should be called Linus Minutes instead of Linus Minute.
Anybody who knows me is like, Linus talking for a minute? Come on now, that's impossible.
That's just the hello.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Stay warm, everybody. I could not believe when I asked the question, what city you were in and how cold was it? We have people in this group in South Korea, Egypt, Canada. There was one lady, wasn't Antarctica. It's unbelievable. China, as well as everybody in the States. Wow. And somebody won the cold award. Somebody was like 7 degrees. It's cold in some parts, so make sure you're taking good care of yourself. Bundle up, use wisdom. And I will see you next time in the Wellness Minute. Keep it tuned to the Wellness Group. I'll be posting a lot of good stuff throughout the day. Bye-bye. Thanks, Fran.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for tuning in. If you have something to share, please comment below. For more Wellness Woman videos, be sure to click the subscribe button below and check out my Facebook group, Wellness Woman 40 and Beyond. But most importantly, don't forget to love yourself and educate, encourage, and empower your mind, body, spirit wellness.